Yo guys, I'm back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and today I'm going to be running once again Dark Magicians. And if you guys enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel content, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, and watch some of my other content as well if you are interested. And let's jump into this duel right now, because this duel is probably the craziest duel I've ever played, ever in my life in this game, which is about a month or so. But anyways, this duel was kind of crazy, it was nuts. So I got a good starting hand. Solemn Wishes is a good card, especially when you use it with a card like MAXX, because MAXX allows you to draw a card for every special summon your opponent does. And then Solemn Wishes gives you 500 life points for each monster, for each card that you draw. So if you use those two together, it's kind of broken. I set my Magician's Valkyria down in defense mode, just in case something happens, because I have no other cards to play in my hand besides MAXX, but you kind of want to keep that in your hand. So now it's his turn, he draws his card, it's his main phase now. And I'm gonna see what he does. He sets his card down. I'm waiting, I'm watching, waiting to use MAXX. He activates an effect. Then it gives me the prompt. Then I think I activate Solemn Wishes. I activate Solemn Wishes. That's activated, I chain that. And then I go on to activate MAXX soon after that. And then I just sit back and watch and wait while he gives me the life points and he gives me the cards. But what happens here is absolutely insane, because I didn't expect this to happen to me, right? But I'm gonna just be quiet now and just let you all watch. So I'm just chilling. He summons his Danger Bigfoot. In defense mode, I draw a card, I get 500 life points. He activates another effect, summons another monster, I get 500 more life points and draw another card. He activates a spell, I draw another card. Then I have to discard from my hand. I don't remember what I discarded. I think I discarded one of these spell cards, or I think I discarded it with Outwit. Actually, I didn't know what card to discard because I kind of wanted to use all of these cards in my hand. So it was unfortunate to let go of one of these cards, but you know, I have to. So I let go of what is that? Dark Magic Twin Burst, I believe. Another 500 life points. Activates another effect. Draws a card. He shows me that card. He activates a spell. And I think he summons another monster. He summons another monster. I draw a card. I get 500 more life points. He activates an effect. Destroys my Solemn Wishes, but he already gave me 2000 life points, so I'm kind of okay with that. But imagine if that card stayed, because he's not done summoning. Just watch. I draw another card. I draw Mahad. I summon Mahad. Because when you draw Mahad, you can automatically summon him to the field as soon as you draw him. So like, you don't want to start with him, you just want to hopefully draw him, and then you can summon him automatically. He summons another spell. I should say he activates another spell. Let me not anger the technicality geeks there. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that, but anyways. I'm just kind of excited. This duel was really fun. So I draw another card, he activates an effect. I think I end up drawing more cards. I summon another card. I have 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians in my hand. Like, my hand is kind of cooking now. I can do stuff here. But he's not done yet. He shows me cards, he summons another card, I draw Mage Power. Mage Power is one of my favorite spell cards because you get 500 attack and defense for each spell or trap card that you control. It's kind of necessary when you run a deck that's heavy with these kind of cards, especially if you have weaker monsters in your deck. Summons another card, I draw another card. Look at my hand, man, it's so full. Now his monster zone is full. So I expect him to stop summoning now. But I was wrong. He sends that monster away. He ends up summoning more, I think. Now I'm just waiting for his response. He takes that card back to his hand. Summons another card. I draw another card. I have 2 Magician's Rods, 1 Dark Magician Girl, 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians, and I am not lacking in the trap and spell card sector as well. He sends those 3 monsters away. He link summons. Blackluster Soldier. I love Blackluster Soldier. I draw Foolish Burial. MAXX is still going, yeah. Like imagine Solemn Wishes was still on the field. I'd have like 20,000 life points, probably more. Summons in there, I draw another card. Like my hand is so full that I can't even see all my cards at this point. It's absolutely nuts. He summons another Bigfoot. I draw another card. He activates a spell. I draw another card. I draw Ash Blossom. I have to discard from my hand. I think I discard Magician's Rod or Magician's Robe. Yeah, I discarded Magician's Robe. I actually didn't know what to discard there. Like I had so many cards in my hand. I draw Mahad once again. I summon Mahad. And now I'm just waiting to see what he does. Like look, we are kind of good. We're kind of good. We can he's not gonna wipe us out in one turn because I have like a couple of monsters to keep me safe. He summons another card. I draw another card. I couldn't even see what that card was because it was like on the far left, and as you can see, all my cards are like jumbled up. They're like all bunched together. He's still going. He XYZ summons this monster. Draw another card. He activates a field spell. At this point, I'm actually getting tired of drawing cards because there's too many. This is like almost my old deck probably. I activate Ash Blossom to try and negate his field spell. It doesn't look like it worked. He activates another effect. And he banishes a card from his graveyard. I think he summons another card. I'm not sure. Yeah, he sends a card to his graveyard. He activates an effect. Destroys my Valkyria. Poor Valkyria. She didn't even get to do anything. Like, how do I... And I'm still going. I'm still drawing cards, yeah. He's still going. He's still summoning. Another card, another Magician's Robe. Magician's Rod, I should say. Have you ever seen how Dark Magician's Rod looks? It's kind of good. He summons again. I draw Dark Magician. Now it's his battle phase. Now finally he's finished summoning, right? He destroys Mahad, which allows me to summon Dark Magician. I believe from my grave, hand, or deck. Yeah, that's kind of a neat effect that Mahad has. So I special summon Mahad to the field. And this is where things get funny, watch. You see these 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians in my hand, right? Well, just watch what happens. He activates his effect, which ends up banishing my other Mahad from the field. So I can't do the same thing with this Mahad that got banished. He tries to attack my Dark Magician. I activate my Illusion Magician special effect, which gives my Dark Magician 2,000 extra points. So he ends up killing his own monster in the process. So he takes the damage, which is kind of fine with me. Then he tries to attack me again, but he doesn't know that I have another Illusion Magician in my hand. So the same thing happens to that monster as well. He attacks. Goodbye, monster. He takes 3000 damage in his own battle phase without even me playing a trap card, so I'm kind of cooking now. And I got all these cards in my hand, so I feel like I'm in control. He can't defeat me in this turn. I end up with like 6000 points. More points than him, even though he did like a lot of damage to me. But that's thanks to Solemn Wishes. Solemn Wishes is a good card, especially with MAXX. He activates another effect. I don't know if he's about to summon anymore. I don't remember what happens from this point here on. He activates that effect. He shows me this card. He sends a card to the graveyard. I'm scrolling through my cards trying to see what I can do in this jumbled up mess. He summons another card. I draw another card. And I'm like, hey, I have so many cards that I can't even choose what card to play. I draw a Romajaw. A Romajaw is another good card because it can't be destroyed by battle, and during every end phase you gain 500 life points, including the opponent's end phase. So that's a useful card to have as well, especially when you're playing like when you're playing cards that are reliant on taking away life points and giving up life points in order to summon your stronger monsters, you know. He's still link summoning, he's still going. I draw Magic Cylinder, one of my favorite cards, my favorite trap card ever probably, besides maybe Blazing Mirror Force. Magic Cylinder and Blazing Mirror Force have gotten me out of so many dangerous situations, so those are my favorite trap cards. And I draw Blazing Mirror Force, Speak of the Devil. He sets a card down and he finally ends his turn. Finally. I still draw another card because it's my draw phase. And I have like 2 billion cards in my hand. I don't know what to do. But I have options. I'm thinking of using Skill Drain to get rid of his monster's effects. I'm scrolling through my cards. I think I play a Romajaw in defense mode first and foremost. But I'm just scrolling through my cards, double checking, triple checking. I try and destroy his monsters with Lightning Storm. That doesn't end up working, but you know, I'm just trying anything. I have options at this point. I mean, I have like 1 billion cards in my hand. So he negates that effect. And then I try and chain it with another spell card just to see what happens. So this like chain reaction forms, and it's kind of cool. I'm reading my card properly and thoroughly to make sure that I'm not making any mess ups for myself. Going through my extra deck, seeing what monster I can fusion summon perhaps, because I think this card allows me to summon. One of these cards allows me to fusion summon a monster from my hand based on what materials I have. So I fusion summon, I believe I fusion summon Dark Magicians, the 2 Dark Magicians. He activates a trap card, which he uses to tribute a monster, and then he destroys one type of card that's in my hand, like every type of card. So what he does here is I try and chain this to see what happens as well. It's a trophy requirement for PlayStation users, so I had to get that in there, and I did end up getting the trophy as well after this duel. I activate that spell. I select 1 card. I don't even know what this card does because I'm like tired of reading. I have too many cards in my hand, so I'm just like eeny meeny miny mo at this point. Going through everything, double checking, reading what this card does, and I think I select Dark Magician Girl. I show Dark Magician Girl. He destroys all of my spell cards, including the ones in my hand. So now I'm like kind of upset at that. And I'm like trying to see what else I can do. I forgot that I fusion summoned a monster because that was like 5 years ago. So I fusion summon, I select the materials, I select Magician's Rod, and I select Dark Magician Girl, I think. Oh, Dark Magician, regular Dark Magician. So I fusion summon my Dark Magicians in attack mode, I think, because I'm not scared. at this point. I'm still cooking. I still got all the power at this point in my eyes. Although he could make a... And then he plays another trap card. This trap card is kind of useful. I think I'm gonna get one. He destroys all of my trap cards, so now I only have monster cards. He destroyed my trap cards and my spell cards. So my hand is kind of a little bit emptier now. I activate my Dark Magician's effect, which allows me to draw another card. I don't know what he's affected. Oh, he lowers his attack points. He nullifies my effect, and then I go to the graveyard to see what effect this is, and then I activate it just to see what it does. Like, tell me, do you guys like, do you just activate effects when you'll just see the thing shining? You're like, okay, this looks cool, I'm gonna do this, and then you'll just do it without even reading. Do you guys do that? So then I believe now I set Yugioh in defense mode, and then I'm still thinking, okay, I don't know what to do at this point. Maybe I can summon 2 Dark Magicians using my Magician's Souls, and then maybe I can like XYZ or something like that, you know, because I'm trying to get rid of his XYZ monster. So I summon the Tricky, I discard my Dark Magician Girl from my hand, so I special summon him. So that means, like, in terms of defense, I'm kind of good because I'm gonna have like a lot of monsters on the field by the time this turn ends. So I summon the Tricky in defense mode, and now to end my turn, I'm about to summon my Dark Magicians using Magician's Souls. But then something miraculous happens. Bruh. He just forfeits like that. Like, come on, man. I didn't even know if I was gonna win. I didn't know what you had up your sleeve, but you are probably like, hey, I gave this guy too many cards, I don't know what this guy has planned, and I guess you were kind of fearful and you were just like, screw it, it's not worth it. So guys, that was a bit of an experience, I would say. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out some of my other content as well. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all next time.